Hey everybody. Let's see. Oh, let me. I'm not late. I stream Friday at 7:30. I've been setting up for 10 minutes. This is the first time I've streamed since we got the new internet. We got ATT fiber on Tuesday. And I haven't streamed with it. The sound is weird. I checked the sound settings. Let's see, microphone's working good. It's echoing? Okay. The cam audio was on for some reason. That should probably be off. I turned it off. Oh, that's fixed? Okay, there's 3 audio things. There's desktop audio, mic, and cam, which is the camera. And, you know, the mic is on, and the other 2 are off. And the cam audio was on. So OBS turned it on, or Karen turned it on by accident. Well, probably OBS just turned it on. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know why it was on. It's never on. So that doesn't make any sense. Oh, maybe because Karen was streaming with somebody else today, and you had to hear the other person too. So it's possible she had to turn that on. It's not likely, but it's possible. She was streaming with somebody else today, and you had to hear both of them. And they were streaming separately and together. So it's possible that's why the sound settings are different than usual. But I don't stream with other people usually, so I don't have to do anything with it. Anyway, this is my first stream since we got the new internet on Tuesday. And I just did a speed test. 400 download, 200 upload. Which is not, it's supposed to be better than that. But okay, obviously that's fine. I didn't feel like playing chess today. I thought I'd do a Q&A, which I don't know the last time I did a Q&A. So you guys can ask questions in the chat, and then I'll answer them. You just got new internet. Yeah, me too. When's the last time you did a Q&A? Never. I do Q&As when I give lectures sometimes. But that way I can interact with the fans. And it's a cozy stream because this is the only stream I do where I'm not on Chess TV. So nobody's here. So if there's 20 of you, you can all ask questions. If there's 1,000 of you and you all ask questions, then I can't. It's too many questions. I'm taking a lot of medications. I see doctors every day. I had a CAT scan a few days ago and it said it was normal. I have like hearing loss in one ear. This is apple cider that I'm drinking. Who is the best non-GM player in the chess scene today? I can only give you my opinion. That's the only opinion I can give. Faustino Aro is the best non-GM player in the world. Thanks for asking. It's not even close. I would bet on him against any non-GM. He'll be a GM in like 4 months, but yeah. But that was an easy question. And a close second is John Bartholomew. What are the squares that take 4 moves for a knight to reach? What? Who will be the next world chess champion? I think whoever wins the candidates is probably going to beat Gukesh. And I think that's Fabi. But there's 8 people. Any of them can win. I'll basically answer questions on the Twitch chat because it's hard to look at 2 chats at once. But I'll try to answer some from the YouTube chat if anybody's watching on YouTube. Do you really think Levy cannot get the GM title? Yes, he can't get the GM title. It's not something you buy at the store. It's because you have great achievements. His rating and his norms doesn't have any achievements. Levy's 30, so it'd be very strange for him to become a GM. Are there tournaments today? Hey, Sassy. No, this is a Q&A. I'm answering questions that are asked in the Twitch chat. I mean, relative to the knight's position. I don't think those are called anything. I've never heard them called anything. Should you play F3? No. Another softball question. What's your favorite chess player who played before 1800? What? Yeah, I don't know. Philidor. Is it possible for a FIDE master to beat Magnus easily? That wouldn't be easy. Or crush Magnus. How many games would it take? Well, it wouldn't happen in a slow game. In a blitz game or bullet game, anything can happen. What's your hottest chess take? I don't know what my hottest chess take is. I don't think I have hot chess takes. I feel like my level in chess is just a reflection of my opponent level. Any tips? Yeah, play better. You got to work hard at chess to get better. Got to study a lot, play a lot, analyze a lot. You put a lot of work into it, you get better. What career do you think you'd be in if not for chess? I get asked that question a lot, but I don't know. Are openings or middle games more important? I mean, if I had to pick one, middle games. Can you improvise and play amazingly well in the opening? I mean, you wouldn't play amazingly well, play good enough. Where in the world would you live outside of U.S.? I did live outside the U.S. From 1988 to 1992, I lived in Belgium. If I had to, if Karen said, let's leave the U.S. and live somewhere else, which wouldn't happen, hypothetical. Italy seemed nice. We had our honeymoon in Italy, and that was nice. Probably the Netherlands would be a close second. Maybe the Netherlands makes more sense because a higher percentage of people speak English. I think the Netherlands was my favorite country when I lived in Belgium. Come to Argentina. Would you make a world tour? If I had a world tour, nobody would come to it. The only people doing world tours that get sold out are chess players or Gotham chess. I did? In South America? Yeah, maybe. Sounds right. Yeah, people in the Netherlands are tall. Did you see Hans draw Magnus today? I didn't see any chess today, but I heard they drew. Yeah, whoever is the youngest GM ever, those titles don't mean a lot to me. Just got to get better at chess. A lot of those are fraudulent anyway. In fact, most of them are. You just got to get better at chess. That's not like a lifetime ambition, being the youngest GM. Being world champion would be good. Do you really think Hans cheated in OTB chess? I do not. It says $5 US. What's your favorite bad opening? I guess the Chigorin. Although most of my openings are bad. I also like the closed Benoni. I don't know which is worse. Schulterman subscribed. Thank you. What are you looking at in a position? What is your internal experience of the relationship between the pieces? Do you see lines on the board or in your head? Or how do you experience it? Yeah, I don't know. I've seen everything before, so it just comes back. What's the best way to improve chess form? Play chess. What do you think separates strong GMs from the strongest GMs? About 100 rating points. What are the chances of Hans becoming world champion? Approximately 0%. Better chances than Gotham Chess becoming a GM, because the world champion isn't Magnus Carlsen. So like Hans could beat Gukesh in a match, but since Hans isn't a candidate, and Hans would be a big underdog to win the candidates, then he'd be an underdog in the world championship, about 0%. But better than Gotham Chess becoming a GM. Are there amazing chess players who are known to hate chess? I don't know, all of them. Were you in the running to play in that Kasparov simul in the 80s when he played top U.S. junior players. I was asked to play and I declined. I was the only one who declined. I didn't want to go to New York to play in a simul. And because I didn't play, they replaced me with Danny Edelman, and he had the controversial draw with Kasparov. Is quality of play based on focus level chess? I don't understand the question. If you could only play one opening for white or black, what would it be? I guess the Queen C2 Nimzo Indian for white. For black, all openings are terrible. Let's see. Have engines eluded creativity in classical chess? Now, the only thing engines have helped in preparation is for the top players. For the gawking rabble like you guys, it doesn't matter. Is winning the candidates harder than winning the match? Yeah, I think winning the candidates is harder than winning the World Championship match. But that's only because Magnus isn't playing. Do you play against Stockfish? No. Could it be Caden Shrove? Probably not. How focused you are. If you're more focused, do you play better in chess? Maybe. How's it going? It's going pretty good. When you were teaching, did you prefer teaching kids or adults? I still teach. I have a few students. It doesn't matter to me. Some students you like more than others. Problem with teaching kids is they have crazy parents. So I don't like teaching kids with crazy parents. But teaching kids with non-crazy parents is fine. If you played Stockfish 100 times, how many draws would you make? 0. Is it true the more you donate, the more you learn? Yes. Are there a lot of bad chess books? Probably. Most chess books are okay. Did you beat Mittens that one time? Yes. I only played Mittens once and I won. Then I retired. How to make the chess rating system better? Right now, the current number one in female and open is that they either retired or semi-retired. I don't know if those are related. What makes Magnus so special? He plays better than other people. What is the best chess book? I don't know if there's a best chess book. Whichever one you're enjoying currently. I like Confessions of a Chess Grandmaster by Andy Soltis. Hey, Kingpin. Cry Like a Grandmaster is a good chess book. Do you think that there's less chess books for advanced chess players to improve at? Probably. You want people to buy your book, so can't have them too advanced. Did you read The Queen's Gambit? No. Do you think Hans took a big check from chess.com on the settlement agreement? Probably. Depends on your definition of a big check. Sure, you got something. Did you enjoy Judah Polgar's documentary? I didn't watch it, but I assume if I do, I'll enjoy it. What do you think is the best chess content creator? Excluding people you are friends with. I'm friends with everybody. I like Jovanka Huska's commentary. She's really good. And also David Howell. Does a break from chess or returning help you? It could. Thoughts on Artemis? Yeah, he has good chances to become world champion in like 4 or 5 years. You're looking healthy. How are you feeling? I'm not too healthy. I take 9 or 10 medications a day. I get on new medications all the time. I feel okay now. I bit my tongue 5 days ago and it hurt like hell for like 4 days. Today's the first day it doesn't hurt like hell. I was chewing gum and I bit my tongue. So I mean, like, it shouldn't hurt for days. I think the first people to get successful chess content were the chess bros. Any book to recommend for 1600 FIDE? No. Is Faustino worth the hype? Yes. Have you ever played versus David Howell? No. Do you play competitive chess? No. I'm old and I play bad now. And when I play, my rating goes down because I'm much worse than I used to be. My USCF and FIDE ratings are about 200 points lower than when I was good. So when I play, it's embarrassing. I play like FM strength now. I don't really have the passion to play chess now. I can't win money in tournaments, so it's just me getting beat up by little kids. Can God create a rock so heavy he himself cannot lift it? God doesn't exist, so no. Even the quad God didn't exist today. I heard that cardio makes your heart younger. Who's worse, Trump or Stephen Miller? Trump has more power, but Stephen Miller's probably a worse person. If you play Magnus Carlsen over and over, can you get better at chess? No, you just lose a lot. You would get better if he explained to you what you're doing wrong and what he's doing right. If he analyzed with you, you'd get better. But if you just played him and he didn't help you, you would just lose every game and it'd be embarrassing. Any dark horses for the candidates? I think anybody can win the candidates. They just have to have a good tournament for those 3 weeks. But I mean, Fabi and Carter were the favorites. Okay, I have a question for the chat, confusing the audience, because you guys are supposed to ask me questions. What do you guys think of Magnus's mustache? I don't like it. I don't think he looks good with it. Hey, Worf May. What made you hype for chess when you were a child? I like going to chess tournaments. That was fun. Very social. I think he looks fine. Who has better odds, you beating Magnus or Levy becoming a GM? It's much more likely in a blitz or a bullet game that I would beat Magnus once than Levy becoming a GM. In slow chess, it's about the same. Can we deport Elon Musk? I'm afraid not. But we can, try. Rank the top 3 chess players of all time. Let's see, Morphy, Fischer, Kasparov. What do you think of Tigran? Yeah, he's good. Why did you lose your passion for playing chess? I don't know. Why is Hans getting bald? He's still in his 20s. Well, usually that has to do with non-chess related stuff. A lot of people go bald in their 20s. Truth hurts. The mustache makes Magnus look Italian. Okay. I don't think chess makes you go bald. The baldness speaks for itself. That's right. Oh, my phone's charging. Yeah. Better to be bald than bad at chess. Can I be both? Do you think you are smarter than the average people? No. I think my IQ is less than 100. But it's close. Who do you think is the funniest chess player? I don't know, maybe Geary. Murphy's is an all-time great. Mofi. It's Felix Frias. Will there be some chess? No, Dankel. There will be no chess. There will be blood. Yeah, Karen's in charge of the auto chat, not me. Do you play any other board games? No. Karen's a good poker player. She's playing poker right now. I can only understand my own game. Is there a technique in analyzing other games? No, you just, analyze other games. Do you watch movies? Yes. As Sinkfield's involvement in chess stops completely, is American chess effed? Yeah, but that's not going to happen. The chess club will go on after Rex passes away. That's already been established. So that's not going to happen. St. Louis Club is going to be there when I die. Is Karen making some money with poker? Yes. When is Levy Feingold classical match? Yeah, Levy doesn't want to play me a classical match. Levy doesn't have any interest in doing any collaboration with me. I don't think Levy's a fan of mine. I would go so far as to say Levy dislikes me, even though he didn't say he did. I just assume. Were you better than Gotham Chess 2 years ago? Yes. Any Jeremy Silman stories? No, I only met Silman once. He sort of quit chess before I was playing a lot. Doe46109 subscribed. Thanks for supporting the stream. Are they losing money? The St. Louis Club has infinite money. It's money. They're in a different world than you are. They don't think about losing or making money. They have infinite money. That's not why the chess club exists. What was the best movie you watched recently? You know, that movie about the ping pong player. That was pretty good. What's the biggest delusion strong amateurs have about their strength? Everybody thinks they're better than they are, and most people are worse than they think they are, or worse than their rating. Yeah, amateurs have to work hard to get better at chess. They think there's some secret that if somebody tells them they'll be good at chess. Just working hard. Why most people get stuck at 600? The truth hurts. That's why. Is that Rich Rex guy in the Epstein files? No. I am confident 90. Oh, yeah. Rate my username. A2R2P2? I give it a C+. Richard Branson is in the Epstein files, is a billionaire, and plays chess. Is Rex a good guy? Yeah, I like Rex. Would the U.S. political system be better if it was not elected, but chess matches decided who became president? No. AC Secret subscribed to Tier 1. Thanks for supporting the stream. Hype train is incoming. Who are you, sir? I'm Ben. Which player deserved to be world champion but never made it? I don't know, maybe Bronstein. I don't remember this Q&A format. I'm just doing it today. I didn't feel like playing chess today. Probably with most chess streamers, you don't get to do a Q&A and ask them stuff. So I figured I'll give you guys some. Is the middle game the hardest part to study? I guess. Thank you, AC Secret. Why not go F3 ever? Never play F3. Victor Korchnoi maybe should have become world champ. That's a good answer. You've inspired so many people to play chess. What is your spiciest Hikaru story? My spiciest Hikaru story, I can't say on the stream. How did you and Karen meet? Karen's son, her older son, was at a math competition, math camp at Washington University in St. Louis. And her younger son played chess, and she found the chess club. Then we met at the St. Louis Chess Club. Why do other streamers wear headphones and you don't? I don't know why they wear headphones. You could ask them. I think other streamers listen to music while they're streaming, but I don't do that. Yeah, that's right, Bonarici. Give a gist of the Hickey story? I can't. What's the spiciest story you can say on stream? I mean, we're not going to talk about other people. Have you heard the story of why Ben quit the USCF? Yeah, but that was a long time ago, and I'm back in since. Do rooks like open Epstein files? Sure. How did you first meet Vishy Anand? In 1986, I went to my first tournament abroad in Oakham, England, and I got paired with Vishy that tournament, and he was playing in the tournament. It was a junior tournament. That's where we first met. Is it ever okay to play F3? No. Did you draw or win against Vishy? We drew. Do you like coleslaw? 99% of coleslaw is not vegan, so I can't have it. If it's vegan coleslaw, then yes. I didn't love coleslaw. It was okay. When I wasn't a vegan, I'd have coleslaw occasionally. Can you play F3 if it's checkmate? No. What a silly question. What is your favorite vegan dish? Probably some kind of Thai food. Why are you vegan? Exclam vegan explains. My answer to why I'm vegan is, why are you not vegan? Which famous chess player has a completely different personality compared to his online one? I don't know. Did you help Vishy in his match with Kasparov? No. Yeah, he was doing well in that match until he wasn't. Is Blitz amazing for improvement? No. Have you ever pawned a chess set? No. What's the most important thing you learned from being a rotating GM? To sit down sometimes. Rotating makes you dizzy. Is rapid good for improvement? I mean, it could be. Study your games. Does anybody have plans for Valentine's Day? Karen and I are going to True Food Kitchen at 1:30. I'll tell you how it is. At what rate should I care about opening theories? I don't know, when you're 2200, I guess. How does Anand manage to be in the top 10 in his 50s? He doesn't play in tournaments. If he did, his rating would go down a lot. If it was tennis, he'd be number 1,000. I heard playing on the outside is modern. Is it still? What? What is your opinion of that Columbo episode about the chess match? That was a good episode. Do you enjoy streaming? Oh, I mean, yeah, sure, why not? I like going to Vegas with Karen. It's Pity Square. Can you explain why the answer is fries? It's a Simpsons reference. Go to the internet and type in the answer is fries Simpsons. Thanks, Felix. What is Ben doing today? Q&A, as the title of the stream says. Do you think Magnus will win the inaugural freestyle chess title? Yes. How do you stop yourself from making one move major blunders? Impossible. Who do you think will win the female candidates? I don't know. Garachkin is pretty good. Ben, I got to 1900 thanks to you. Yeah, but the bad news was you were 2100 before. Sorry about that. How do I stop playing Hope Chess? Just stop. Dude, you sound 8 years younger. Just 8? My tongue still hurts a little from biting it 5 days ago. Because I won't chew gum anymore. Truth hurts. Play no Hope Chess. How do I deal with the receding hairline? I don't know, you could get a wig. Would you say getting the GM title is as difficult as getting a PhD? No, it's much, much, much harder than getting a PhD. Getting the GM title is like becoming an astronaut. That's right, don't care. Any tips on getting to 2000? Play better. Yeah, PhD is like National Master. Yeah. Pity Square subscribed with Prime. Thanks for supporting the stream. We raised a lot of money for Ukraine when the war started. I think we raised $25,000 on this channel. Paul Morphy's the greatest player ever. I think I have Axe body spray and probably Axe deodorant. Yeah, I've heard of underwater chess. Do you play the Sicilian Smith more as white? Only in Blitz and Bullet. Have you used it in a classical game? No. In Blitz or Bullet, I'll play it. I didn't really play E4 when I played slow chess. But yeah, I wouldn't play it in a classical game. What happened to Drobava? Good question. How to deal with tilt after blundering a piece. Don't blunder a piece. Will Dina become IM? Maybe. 50-50. Either she will or she won't. She's got the talent to be an IM. Just to get her rating up a little bit. Do I think the format of the World Chess Championship should be changed? Yeah, I don't really care what the format is. Any format's good for me. What makes the engine call a move at inaccuracy? That's a Danny Renge question. Do you think there should have been a bigger reaction to Danya's passing? No, I think there was a big reaction. What's the best way to learn openings? Study them. Oh yeah, Tatev became an IM recently. Danny who? Wrench. How does Karen always get you to laugh? She does. Irene Sukandar has a GM norm. Good, good. And now she's married to Eric Rosen. Lawful waffle, yes. How do you get Karen to laugh? If I tell 10 jokes, she'll laugh at one of them. What's the truth about 1F4? It's for the birds. What's your most embarrassing chess story? I don't know. How do I get a girlfriend? Well, you ask a girl out on a date, then you date her a few times, then ask her to be your girlfriend. What's your best tournament result? Maybe the 2002 World Open. Can we deport Elon Musk? Not at the moment. How do I get rid of my girlfriends? The truth hurts. Stop taking hallucinogens and your imaginary girlfriends will go away. Where do I live? Suburban Atlanta. Do you think Fabi never reached his potential? No, I think he did. Still might get better. I have walked away from chess. When I was at university, I didn't play chess for a couple of years. It was a while ago. Is Magnus the GOAT? He's not my GOAT, but he could be yours. Who is your GOAT? Morphe. Who wants to win the candidates the most? Hikaru? I think they all do. How long doesn't it usually take to find a game? I don't know. Who's your GOAT then? Morphe. When did chess become more about the drama than pure play? Probably with the invention of the internet. Who's the most underrated chess player? I mean, nobody's underrated. That your rating is your rating. That's how you do. 60s, right? 60s? Are you master of your domain? I'm king of the county. Who are your top 3 for the candidates? I can't even name 3 candidates. Fabi, Hikaru, Giri. I can't even name the other 5. Did you ever met Morphe? No, Morphe died more than 100 years before I was born. Why don't you have cats? Because we have 2 big scary dogs. They would, destroy the cat. I've had cats in my life, just don't have them now. How much % is cheating in the top 100? Close to zero. Some of these questions I've already answered. I don't hear dogs barking. They're sleeping. I voted Trump. You too? No. Do you like poker now than before? No, I've always liked poker. Main lines or sidelines? I don't know. Play more sidelines probably. Can you solve my mental problems? No. Will Trump voters ever admit they made a mistake? Some do. What's the biggest misconception people have about top chess players in general? I guess that they're nerdy. I'm losing the thread here. There's too many questions. If you play any chess players in history, who would it be? Maybe Tall, Morphy. Did you see the video of Trump pooping himself at a press conference? Yes. Should you let sleeping dogs lie? Yes. Do you think chess players are mainly left or right leaning? I would say left, but I see a lot of right. I don't think they lean more than one way or the other. Depends on your definition of chess players. Hello. Banana or orange? I eat more bananas than oranges, but I probably like them the same. Playing chess without tournament scope worth it? I don't get it. What's your goal for this year? Make money in Vegas. Do you play viewers? Tomorrow I play subs. I don't eat candy, so I don't know. Why would you not? Well, I don't know. I brought up I played D4. I can't explain why. Could Magnus win in a fist fight against you? He definitely would. You could play Paul Morphy in your prime. Would you win? No. Who's your favorite chess streamer? Karen. Should I quit university? Maybe. Do you like Bad Bunny? I'd never heard Bad Bunny before the Super Bowl. That's the only time I've ever heard him. He's okay. I wouldn't go out of my way to listen to him, but he wasn't bad. Casual chess isn't a waste of time if you enjoy it. Doing things you enjoy isn't a waste of time. It's your hobby. Are you watching animes? No, I'm an adult. Is it The Simpsons an anime? No. Wow, I've never been called an adult before. I've been tried as one. Simpsons reference. If Magnus' son and Hikaru's son get into a brawl, who do you have your money on? What? I'm stuck at 1,000 elo. Do you have any advice for me? Play more chess. Standard Average gifted 5 subs. That's more than average. Thanks, Standard Average. Thanks for supporting the stream. What is your hobby besides chess? Blackjack. Do you watch Winter Chess? Bullet. Oh, do you watch Winter Olympics? No. Can you play me one round of chess? No. Estimated peak FIDE rating of Paul Morphy, 2,800. Does Karen play chess? Yes. It might help to take a break occasionally. I don't think it'll hurt to not take a break. Knights or bishops? Well, bishops are better than knights. Yeah, I've seen thick ice in Michigan. Do you think chess skill translates into other skills? Not really. 3 rooks or 1 queen? 3 rooks. Do you think chess.com website is brutal good? Sure. Have you watched the Judith Polgar documentary? I have not. Did you ever get goosebumps watching a game of chess? No. Kasparov or Magnus? Kasparov. Why you prefer Morphy over others? Because Morphy, his strength was a lot better than everybody else in the world, comparing him to other best players. He was way better than everybody else. Why is there something rather than nothing? Just say there's nothing. Meaning of Life, that's a good movie. Tell us one time you did not like chess. I'll tell you times I did like chess. When you started playing chess when I was 5, do openings really matter? Depends what rating you are. You going to play tonight? No. Futurama or Simpsons? First Simpsons, then Futurama. Morphy was playing in the romantic era. How do I get funnier? My jokes aren't that good. Practice. Best life advice for somebody in their 20s. Ugh. Truth hurts. Is that why Magnus plays the cow? He can mess with us. In high-level games, do you forcibly create tactics or just play good moves and see tactics if they come up? Yeah, I think you just play the best moves you can find and calculate. Ben killing it with the quick-fire answers. Didn't I crush you? Oh, you're talking to somebody else. Now I'm getting confused. I was losing at chess before you guys were born. Do you think playing chess is a waste of life? Not if you enjoy it. Could you do a Taimanov Sicilian speed run? No. You never did stand up, but you developed a great style of humor. Thank you. Do you go off more pattern recognition or calculation nowadays? Definitely pattern recognition. Favorite comedians? I have a lot. Ricky Gervais, Louis C.K., Dave Chappelle. New Chessable courses in the work. Could you do a Taimanov Sicilian lecture? Yeah, sponsored lectures on Wednesday. If you contact Karen and sponsor a lecture, you can decide to be on the Taimanov Sicilian. Favorite potato chips flavor? Plain. What age do you think chess players are in their prime? I don't know, 18? Personal question. How much money does a GM like you make off a Chessable course? It depends. All courses pay differently. Depends who buys it. You just get paid off of sales. So if it sells well, you make money. If it doesn't, you don't make any money. How long until you stop being a potser? Bill Burr? Yeah, I like Bill Burr. Do you think Anna Cramling can become GM? No. Should I take chess lessons or watch more GM Ben Feingold? Whichever you prefer. Why not? You can't become a GM because you want to become a GM. You have to be good at chess. You don't just decide I'm a famous person, I'm going to be a GM. That's not how life works. How long till Saudi Arabia makes their own league? Good question. Just because you've heard of somebody doesn't mean they can be a GM. Faustino Oro, he's going to be a GM. Anna Cramling, no. You think the Olympics should have chess? Yeah, sure, why not? Will Bill Burr be a GM? No. What about a WGM? Sure. Dina Belankaya is good enough to be an IM? Sure. Are you trying to start beef with Anna Cramling? I never start beef because I'm a vegan. Can Yasmin Adrian be a GM? No. It's Yasmin. I am? No. Do you think content creation gets in the way of becoming good at chess? No. In the Italian game, what's the best way to utilize the dark squared bishop? I don't know. It's not my opening. Has Karen asked you to cut off your beard? No, Karen likes when I have facial hair. She would be mad at me if I had my beard shaved off. Yeah, she wants me to keep the beard. Are you trying to start imitation plant-based beef with Anna Cramling? Yes. Yasmin can be a GM. You lied. It's true. Can Anna Cramling become an IM? Maybe. Unlikely, but possible. Have you blocked and reported a sub you've played on stream? Yes. Did you wake up and apologize? Yes. Of all the questions you guys ask me, the least likely thing to happen is Gotham Chess becomes a GM. It's more likely Anna Cramling becomes an IM, and Dina becomes an IM, and Hans becomes world champion. I've played Go, but I don't understand it. Are your viewers 12 years old? Some of them. Why does the Magnus mustache bother it? There's almost a Tom Selleck. What age did you stop dreaming of becoming a world champion? I don't know. Good question. Do you think there's a cheating epidemic in online chess? Probably. Do you wish you could back in time? No. How do you win at chess? Hasn't helped me improve my elo. Is the bishop pair worth the pawn? Yeah, about pawn. Close. How can I improve my chess calculation? I always miss 3-move chess, etc. Play better. Between Andy Woodward and Faustino Oro, who is more likely becoming world champion? Faustino Oro, because he's younger. What makes a piece terrible? I guess if you have it. Do you think Magnus was a designer baby? I don't know what that means. I prefer queen pawn typically. Biologically engineered? No. Favorite chess tactic if you had to choose one? I don't know, a fork? What do you think of those art chess pieces that aren't Stoughton? I just like regular ass chess set. Fork, yeah. The best tactic is sacking the exchange. Could you imagine your life without chess? Yes. Who's more likely to be world champion? Fabi, Hikaru, Sindarov, Giri, someone else? Fabi. How do I evaluate exchange sacrifices for initiative? Always sack the exchange. Do you think us could beat Bobby Fischer if Bobby Fischer had access to our technology today? That'd be a close match. If I wasn't a chess player streamer, I don't know. I was already asked that. I didn't know then either. Who was your arch enemy opponent when you were playing competitive chess? Yeah, I didn't have an arch enemy. Who was a better singer? Sabrina Carpenter or Imagine Dragons? I guess Imagine Dragons. Explain sack the exchange. It's when you give up a rook for a minor piece. That's what sacking the exchange is. Ever consider moving back to Michigan? No, my family's in Metro Atlanta. I can't just move. I'm married and have stepkids and stuff. It's cold there too. Is space more important than a static pawn weakness? Depends. What was your most satisfying victory in a game of chess? Probably the game I beat Fidel Corrales Jimenez. Why isn't Magnus in your top 3 of all time? It's tough being in the top 3. Why is it hard to become a GM starting chess later in life? It just is, because kids are better than adults. Favorite area in Atlanta? I don't know. Don't really have a favorite area. Is Spencer going to make a comeback? Is he still active in chess? I haven't spoken to Spencer in about 3 years, so I don't know. Probably not. I don't think he's active in chess. Biggie or Tupac? Tupac's better, but I prefer Biggie if I have to listen to one of them. But Tupac objectively is better, but I just prefer Biggie. Kasparov or Fischer? Fischer. How is sacking the exchange helpful? Because your minor pieces are more active in the middle game and opening. How do I create second weakness and closed weakness? That question makes no sense. Worst or funniest misinterpretation of your world? All of them. Gary Kasparov or Bobby Fischer? Bobby Fischer. Yeah, unfortunately, I've been streaming a while, so people are asking questions I was asked half an hour ago. Hard to become a GM or a Major League Baseball player starting at 21. The chances of either one is like 0. Can you tank your sub Saturday game against me tomorrow so I can say I beat a GM? Okay. Will you feel like a winner then? I was in Iceland before you were born. April of 1990. If Putin has anything to say about it, they'll make a comeback. Or if Trump has anything to say about it. How do I know when the position demands dynamic play over structural play? You don't know. What did I do in Iceland? I played in a chess tournament. The Reykjavik Open. It was cold. What's your favorite beer? Stella Artois. I'm not really a beer drinker. I have like 2 beers a year. What's my favorite language? English. Only one I can speak. Did you get Karen a Valentine's Day present for tomorrow? No, this is the first Valentine's Day I didn't get her stuff. She said she didn't want anything. I always get her flowers and they always die for all presents. And I buy her presents. And so we usually don't, she doesn't get me presents for stuff. So I always get her presents, but she said don't get her flowers this year. We're going to go out to eat at True Food Kitchen. What are your thoughts on ice? Well, I'm not a fan of ice. It's too cold. Who is the new superpower in professional chess? India or America? I guess India. What modern GM's view on isolation versus activity trade-off? Activity is important. Biggest chess world championship upset? I guess Alekhine beating Capablanca. Have you ever played backhand or fronthand? What? Is that a tennis question? Key and Peele? Yeah, I didn't see that skit. I know some of their work, but not a lot of it. How do you handle prophylactic thinking without becoming too passive? I don't know. Experience, I guess. I haven't watched this season of Rick and Morty. Sort of lost interest. What's your favorite player to play against if that's a thing? Yeah, I don't have a favorite player. Would you recommend 5-minute or 3-minute for learning? Neither one, but 5 minutes better. Hey, Ghost of M. Five-minute and 3-minute chess are just playing for fun. If you want to learn, you got to play slow chess and do analysis, study, get chessable courses, watch YouTube videos, analyze chess with a better player. What's the best way to maintain tension without allowing counterplay? Impossible. User 877, your questions have no answers. My tongue's starting to hurt again. Ooh, it is a cool stream. Do you have any top most players' phone numbers? What? The only person I can contact is Anand. He contacted me on WhatsApp last year. Said hi. But no, that's Anand's the only one. But I don't text him. No reason to bother him. Are you fed up with doctors? No, I see 2-3 doctors a week. Why is it so impossible for anybody to beat me at chess? Because you're too good. Sasha Chapin and I exchanged emails a couple of times, but I haven't heard from Sasha in a couple of years. Aaron Matthew, your question doesn't make a lot of sense. Is a space advantage a static or dynamic asset? I don't know. I guess it's dynamic. Is Prime Anand better rapid player than Magnus? Probably. Is Spencer doing okay? I don't know. I haven't spoken to Spencer in 3 years. Probably. The top players all know who I am, but they have no interest in contacting me. Yeah, I haven't watched the Judah Polgar documentary yet either. Heard it's good. Prophylaxis is usually not more important than activity. Why no interest in connecting you? I mean, I'm an old man who's not good at chess anymore. What are they going to talk to me about? Do you think chess is a good hobby? If you enjoy it. Have you met Howard Stern? I have not. Why does onions make us cry? I don't know. The internet would know that. Will it be good for my ratings if I donate bits? Yes. Did you ever live in New York City? Yes, I lived twice in Brooklyn. Thanks, Pontius Pirate, for 500 bits. Thanks for supporting the stream. I lived in Brooklyn in 1989 and 1999. No, I'm sorry, 1988 and 1999. Both times for like 5 months. What's the stupidest question you've had today? I don't know, there's a big fight for that. How do you evaluate trade-off between king safety and the bishop pair? I don't. Do you think 2026 will be Hikaru's last candidates tournament? Yes. Why isn't Anna crumbling a national master? Because her chess is crumbling. What do I do for a living? I answer questions on Twitch. How would you compare the chess scene in St. Louis to New York City? Well, St. Louis has a lot more grandmasters and big chess tournaments than New York City. It's not even close. New York City doesn't really have a chess scene compared to St. Louis. Have you watched Gina's interview with Hans? I have not. Is overprotection still a GM concept in era of Stockfish? Probably not. What neighborhood in Brooklyn? Gravesend. And then, that was the first time. Then between Bensonhurst and what? Well, I'd say Bensonhurst. It was a long time ago, so I'm still foggy. Do you still compete in OTB tournaments? No. Who'd win an arm wrestle, Levy or Magnus? Newborn baby, Levy. Who's the best IM player? I guess Oro. Is Louis C.K. more honest than Ricky Gervais? Well, Ricky Gervais is a vegan, so he's more honest. Who's the most intimidating presence? Kasparov. Do you agree with Fisher's opinion on female chess players? I don't agree with Fisher's opinion on anything. I started playing chess at 5. Yeah, I've known Danny Wrench like forever, 30 years. He sent me an autographed copy of his book. Me and Danny are like that, son. Was Fisher Irish? No. User 877, none of your questions have answers. It all depends. Who was the strongest Irish chess player? Probably Alexander Baburin after he moved there. He's not from Ireland, but he plays for Ireland. Yeah, FIDE sends you a GM certificate. The St. Louis Chess Club has it. They had it in glass. They framed it. And then when I moved to Atlanta area, I never took it. So they either threw it out or they still have it somewhere in the back. At what age would you consider playing Senior Chess Open? I don't know. Have you ever seen Goodfellas? Many times. Was Najdorf the best Argentinian? Will Oro surpass him? Yeah. Yeah, Najdorf was pretty good at his peak. Had a long career. Breaking Bad or Sopranos, they're both like top 5 of my favorite shows. Tie, draw. Have you ever met any mobsters in New York City? No. The principle of 2 weaknesses, the only way to win draw an endgame? No. Love your video of how Gotham Chess can become a GM. Some typos in that sentence. The J Burger subscribed. Thanks for supporting the stream. I like Breaking Bad and Sopranos about equal. A show that doesn't get a lot of hype that's in the same category as Deadwood. And Boardwalk Empire. People like Deadwood and Boardwalk Empire, but typically they like Breaking Bad or Sopranos more. But I think they're all about the same. Yeah, I watched Succession. That was good. My winning rate is the lowest playing the King's Indian. And against it is white. Any advice? Don't play either side of it. Did you ever watch Shameless? No. How many hours of chess streams do I need to watch to become a GM? A lot. What's absolute truth about D4, E4 for long-term improvement? It doesn't matter which one you play. Play whatever you like. Likely for Alice Lee to reach 2,600 FIDE. 50-50. Good question. How to improve playing the King's Indian? Just avoid playing it. It's too hard. How does the Soviet training philosophy differ from the American one? I don't know. Is D4 in general more positional than E4? Not necessarily. Most of the questions are shallow and pedantic. Any movies coming out this year excited about? No. Best place to play chess in Atlanta? Chess Zone. It's in Roswell. It's the club we used to own, and somebody else took it over. They have tournaments and free play and stuff. Are Soviets the best chess players or people from Norway? The Soviet Union hasn't existed in a long time. Norway has one world-class player. So it's not Norway. Do you just like the King's Indian defense? No, I play it with both sides. How long will it take? We have a female classical world champion. Next 20 years? Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. It'll happen, but not in my lifetime. How much do you think online top players would be trash OTB with the textile feel of the game? I mean, most of the top players on both are the same. What about Iranian chess players? Yeah, they're good. Yeah, Norway has one world-class chess player. Norway's not one of the top 10 countries in chess. Do you like to read? No. Do you think all candidate participants should play some open tournaments? People should do what they want to do. Why women don't perform better in open tournaments? Because chess was dominated by men throughout history, and 95% of tournament players are men. So it's a numbers game, as Yasmin said. Ever been to Claremont Lounge in Atlanta? No, never heard of it. Favorite sport? I don't know. I like a lot of sports. Maybe blackjack. A lot of hand movements. God, I bit my tongue again. If you were young, would you do chess boxing? No. Are you done playing for today? I'm not playing today. I watched probably all your YouTube videos and classes. And you're the best, Jerry, the best. Thanks, Board Doc So. South Park or Family Guy? I prefer Family Guy. I've watched a lot of South Park, but I've seen all of Family Guy. Prime Magnus versus Prime Bobby Fischer, who wins? I don't know. Draw. Tell us a funny story about your student we've never heard before. Never. Beavis or Butthead? Yeah, I don't know. Beavis. What's the most useful endgame to study? I don't know. Maybe king and queen versus king, or king and rook versus king. American Dad or Family Guy? I'm a Family Guy guy. I didn't like American Dad as much. Tell us the most useful information you've learned from a student. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think women's chess back is the segregation titles and tournaments? No, tournaments generally aren't segregated. No, it's just less women play chess than men. It's been like that forever. How many U.S. states have you been to? I don't know. Should I move in with my mom or my dad? Oh, terrible. For a 1500, is it better to study openings or tactics? Tactics. Best life advice you've received. Don't take life too seriously. You'll never get out of it alive. Have you seen Severance TV show? Yes. Streaming or live lessons? Oh, I guess streaming. Old Fash 33 subscribed. Thanks for supporting the stream. Do you like corn or potatoes more? Probably potatoes. I like corn. Positional play and dynamic, I can't explain it. Is Sopranos the best series of all time? I put it in my top 5. Have you ever bid and made 7 no Trump? Yes. One time I had 24 high card points and my partner opened a diamond. I bid 7 no Trump, and when the dummy came down, I had 17 tricks out of 13. And I thought it would be a flat board, but there was only 2 pairs in 7 no. Everybody else bid 6 no. People in club games are afraid to bid 7 no. I used to watch BoJack Horseman, then I stopped. Any strong players way scarier with black than white? I doubt it. Did you ever see the movie Bad Teacher with Cameron Diaz? I did not. What's my favorite song that's not too loud? I don't know. Is playing chess blind a skill that all GMs have? I would say a huge majority of GMs can play blindfold. How do you deal with stress? Lots of medication. Best or most memorable Kathy Bates movie? The one with James Caan, Misery. Do you always take the gambit? Not always. Dynamic just means things can change quickly. Positional is just the positions of your pieces and whether they're on good squares or bad squares. If you had to play one hand against one player in history, who would it be? A bridge? I don't know. Oswald Jacoby, maybe. Worst strong players with black? I don't know. Ever try 4-player chess? I tried it, but I was no good. Who's your favorite basketball player of all time? Bill Russell. No, I wasn't a Twin Peaks fan. I think my brother liked it. Do you play poker? Yes. What's more impressive, 90s Bulls or Fisher during candidates? Fisher during the candidates. Who is your favorite chess player? Karen. Can you name every toddy? What? Hikaru and Magnus in a fist fight, who wins? Probably Magnus. Yeah, I don't really have any rivals. Can you name every tactic? I cannot. How many chess sets in my house? I don't know, 5. Are chess GMs recruited to work at hedge funds? Occasionally. Your 5 minutes with Ben slap. Please up it to 2 or 3 a day. Great, thanks. Can you name every Ben Feingold? No. Can you say Alekhine the right way? Achyokin. Alexander Alyokin. Alekhine's the way you got to say it. I'm American. Yeah, Chappelle's stand-up is really good. Frankly, a go-go subscribed. Thanks for supporting the stream. What country of player would you least like to go against an attorney? Yeah, it wouldn't matter what country they're from. You have to stop playing chess if the board gets a little wet. I was playing in a club, and they reset the whole game because the board was wet. We were 10 moves in. That doesn't sound right. How many years it will take Magnus no longer be the best player in the world? I don't know, 2 or 3. Meet a chess player from the past? Morphe. No, I haven't watched any Olympics. I see some highlights. Any of your OTB tournament opponents ever fallen asleep during a game? Not that I remember. I think I almost did once. I hit 2,300 online. Why are there no piles of women coming to meet me? I don't know. Favorite quote? I don't know. Who do you want to win the candidates? I don't care who wins the candidates. I think Fabi's the favorite. Yeah, it's not clear why Morphe was so good. Yeah, the World Championship's going to be a 50-50 venture. Any favorite sports? Well, blackjack. If you ever go to karaoke with Karen, are you going to sing Overkill by Men at Work? I've done that. I've sung Overkill at karaoke with Karen. Not with her, but she was with me. Any of your OTB tournament opponents ever cry during a game? When I was a kid and they were a kid, probably. Which one is your favorite, Bishop or Knight? Bishop. Is the Sicilian Taimanov as good as the Najdorf? Maybe. Do you watch Winter Olympics? Do you practice winter sports? No to both. Have there been any good books about Morphe's life? Probably. Did you see this clip of Norwegian Olympic winning bronze, then talk about cheating on his girlfriend following interview? I heard about that. Have you ever used your GM title outside of the chess community? I don't know. Possibly. Was your dad ever your second? No. If you go back 20 years, what's the single thing you would do differently? I would have become a vegan sooner. Maybe when I was 12. I thought I'd be good at chess. Have you read how a load of early chess grandmasters had mental illness? No. Was your son ever your second? No. How do I maintain concentration in a chess game? I don't know. Get used to it. Do GMs get extra legroom on flights? Yes. What was my dad's favorite opening? The Scandi. What's your favorite vegan cheese? I don't have a favorite vegan cheese. Typically, vegan cheese isn't great, but it's edible. Does eating healthy impact your chess a lot? Well, I guess so. Do you think you need the inner talent to become a GM, or do you think anyone that studies could? Yeah, it's mainly just luck. Got to do chess 24 hours a day. Start when you're young. Go to tournaments. Study a lot. And then a very small percentage of people can do it. Can Karen be a bit of a Karen sometimes? Never. Do you believe tactics is 99% of chess? Maybe 98%. Can people with ADHD become good chess players? Yes. Do you watch the Freestyle Chess World Championship? I don't watch it. I'm not a big fan of it. I heard your pops played Fischer. Is that true? Yes. Do you know any GM that gained the title after starting chess late? I think Mihai Shuba of Romania started late. That's right. I never played the fried liver attack. Are movies, TV created today better or worse? Probably they're better because there's more channels and stuff. There's more shows getting made. Is Karen secretly testing you when she says she doesn't want a gift? No. What's my favorite chess book? I don't know. Will Levy ever get to GM? No. What are you getting, Karen, for Valentine's Day? We're going out to lunch. My dad analyzed his game with Fischer afterwards and said Fischer saw a lot of variations. Is there any gambit you find annoying? I guess all of them. The Queen's Gambit. Ugh. Too many questions. Walter Brown stories? We were in Reykjavik, and when he ordered at the restaurant, he said he wanted all this extra stuff, and the waiter's like, fine. And then Joel Benjamin said, I'll have what he's having, because he got like a lot of extra stuff. Then when he was done, he asked for seconds, and the waiter's like, okay. What's my favorite color? I don't know. Why don't you ask us questions instead? I did that. Have you ever won a game because you played that exact position before and lost? Probably. You wouldn't restart the game. You would just set the position up on another board and use that one. Yay, Nemsko rated. I hope you had a good stream. One of my moderators, give a shout out to Nemsko. She's like our channel. I do chess, and Karen does poker, and Nemsko does both. Yeah, she was just playing poker. Karen streamed earlier and she streamed poker. Karen streams like 5 days a week. Her streams are usually 4 to 7 hours long, and she does poker. And I stream 4 days a week. My streams are usually 2 hours long. Funny poker story? I have a lot of funny poker stories. They're not that funny unless you were there or happened to you. Do you hit or stand on 13 against a 3? Well, unless the count's very low, you would stand. With no other information, you stand. You have a favorite checkmate you're proud of? No. Why have there only been 2 African grandmasters? I don't know. Chess isn't as popular in Africa as it is other places. Do you think Helmuth is too cranky? He is a bit cranky. Is striving to be a professional chess player worth it? Not for most people. You have a pet? Yeah, we have 2 dogs. What else? We have a lot of new followers today. It depends if it's MTT or a cash game. In a cash game, I'll take Tony G. In a big tournament, take Phil Hellmuth. Worst poker bluff I've tried? The ones where they called. Is Phil Ivey the GOAT? He's one of them. I think Chip Reese might be the GOAT. Yes, Stu Unger was a good player. Is Phil Locke top 3 in your opinion? No. Who's the strongest I am in the United States? Probably John Bartholomew. Gus Hansen's not a bad chess player. Good backgammon player, too. Are you related to Fen Beingold? No. Are super GMs able to fly? Most of them. Have you ever fallen asleep OTB? Maybe. I've shut my eyes. Is there an opening named after you? I mean, there's the Smith-Morra Feingold defense, but that's just because we wrote a book on it. Named after me by my co-author. Did you ever play Emery Tate? I've played Emery many times. Is there any way to gain profit playing single deck blackjack? Sure. Probably better to get a job, but. Do super grandmasters' hair turn blonde? No. Would you or Karen ever do poker at the lodge? Yeah, but probably not going to happen. If they have some tournament and invite Karen, she would go. Hope you'll play me again someday. Match with Simon Williams. Have you watched your last match multiple times? Oh, thank you. That was a while ago. Angriest chess player of all time? I don't know. This is the question I've been asked the most. If there was no chess, what would you do instead? I don't know. Hey, Maddie. Is Magnus a Super Scion 3 Grandmaster? Probably. All right, I guess I've answered enough questions. This went on longer than I expected. I'm getting asked the same questions again. So, and you guys got to learn how to spell Fisher. You guys are such Fisher fans. You should spell his name correctly. All right, let's see. I just got raided by Nemsko. Who can I raid? All right, we'll raid Lafong. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Sub Saturday. Thanks for supporting the stream and asking questions.